Jeopardy! Gives a shout to former host Mayim Bialik amid firing. Jeopardy! Is known for featuring all sorts of references to pop culture in its categories. However, fans noted that a recent clue involved one of the show's former hosts, Mayim Bialik. Fans also shared their surprise online at seeing Bialik, or at least one of her characters, get mentioned on social media. The contestants had to guess shows by famous couples. In the episode, Mark Fitzpatrick returned after winning the previous 3 consecutive games. He went up against Colleen Kelly and Robert Frank. The first series of categories included TV coupling, in which players had to guess the show from its couples. It was the $600 clue, however, which Kelly buzzed into and guessed, that ended up surprising viewers. Host Ken Jennings read the clue, Sheldon and Amy, pure genius. Kelly gave the correct response. What is the Big Bang Theory? Famously, Amy was played by Mayim Bialik, who has had quite the Jeopardy connection. Bialik served as an interim host on the series in 2021. She would go on to rotate the hosting position with Ken Jennings well until 2023. In May 2023, she would also notably compete on Celebrity Wheel of Fortune against Jennings and Wheel of Fortune's Vanna White. As an actress, Bialik first rose to prominence as a child star, notably appearing as the lead in NBC's Blossom. She also notably appeared as the younger version of Bette Midler's character in Beaches. Bialik has been an actress, a host, and even earned a doctorate in neuroscience. In 2010, Bialik would join the cast of The Big Bang Theory as Dr. Amy Farrah Fowler, who would go on to become Sheldon Cooper's love interest. The role fitting for the actress as, during a break from acting, she had earned a doctorate in neuroscience. As noted by the U.S. Sun, Bialik stepped away from Jeopardy! In support of the Hollywood's writers' strike. Initially, she appeared to be taking a temporary leave of absence from the show before permanently leaving the show in December 2023. This has left Jennings the sole host of the show. With her character's recent mention on the series, fans have been sharing their reactions on social media. As noted by the U.S. Sun, one viewer shared on Reddit that, I lost it at Ken casually reading the Mayim clue. I know he wanted to say more. Another wrote that, always gets me when a Big Bang Theory clue comes up in the post-Mayim era. By the end of the show, the final Jeopardy! Would decide who would win the night. The final category was word origins, with the clue reading, this word for one who cuts a trail comes from a name of a character in an 1840 novel. None of the 3 contestants correctly guessed the right response. What is Pathfinder? Fitzpatrick wagered $0, allowing him to keep his winning final total of $23,600. For his part, Frank only bet $130, giving him a final score of $6,070. For her part, Kelly bet it all. Despite that, she still managed to make an impression on fans, guessing the correct response to the Mayim Bialik adjacent clue. Did you catch the Mayim Bialik connection on the Jeopardy! Clue? Make sure you come back to TV Show's Ace for all the latest TV and celebrity news. The game show world thrives on quick wit, encyclopedic knowledge, and a touch of charisma, qualities Mayim Bialik effortlessly brought to Jeopardy! During her tenure as co-host. But in a surprising twist fit for Final Jeopardy! Itself, Bialik recently found herself out of the role, leaving fans and the entertainment industry buzzing with speculation. Despite the abrupt nature of her exit, Jeopardy! Made a rare and notable gesture, a public acknowledgement of her contributions. In an era where showbiz transitions are often cold and clinical, the show's decision to recognize Bialik's impact suggests an attempt to smooth over the shockwaves left behind. But was it merely a courteous nod, or a response to the vocal support from her dedicated fanbase? Bialik, an accomplished neuroscientist and actress, brought a distinct warmth to the iconic trivia show. As a former Big Bang Theory star and someone who literally knows her science, she lent a unique credibility to the intellectual competition. For many viewers, her hosting style felt fresh, a balance between the revered tradition of Alex Trebek's tenure and a modern, approachable energy. The outpouring of support following her departure signals just how much of an impression she made. Social media erupted with disappointment, nostalgia, and a bit of outrage. The message from Jeopardy! May not change the decision, but it at least acknowledges the mark Bialik left on the show's legacy. Now, As Jeopardy moves forward, the lingering question remains. Was this just another reshuffling in the game show?